Tom's Football Book Review, and today I'm reviewing Elton Welsby's Game for a Laugh. The book has only recently been released. If you weren't aware of Elton Welsby, in the 80s and early 90s, he was at the forefront of ITV's football and sport coverage at Granada TV. While BBC had this line and ITV had Elton Welsby. He talks about his early days watching Macclesfield as a youngster and being an Evertonian, which only came by chance after actually going to a game at Anfield, but unfortunately not getting in. For his love of Everton, he started work at City Radio FM in Liverpool, and through them built up great relationships with Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley over the years. Despite being Evertonian, he was welcomed and got on well. He talks about an insight listening to these people talking with him, being invited into the dressing rooms and along the touchline. His travels with Everton and Liverpool through their glory years. As his career went on, he went on to TV and football. Kickoff was the show. It basically previewed football, what was going on, and as it went on, live football began, Elton started covering it. Top flight football, the World Cup in 1982, 86 in Italy United, plus Euro 88 and Euro 92. He also mentions how Euro 84 wasn't on TV, which was a book I'd previously done. The book is a good insight. It shows us how different TV production of football and journalism was then compared to now. How pitch-side reporting and being live in the stadium isn't as it was back then. Also, being abroad and it not always being easy to get the coverage across. He talks about being at Hayshall and the impact of Hillsborough while presenting live, knowing his own son should have been there. He talks about the impact he had. He mentions about one of the greatest title races in English football's history, the 1988-89 season, which went down to the final game in a final day decider between Liverpool and Arsenal needing 2 goals, which also inspired the film Fever Pitch and a book I will review later on. Elton was always at the forefront. I was surprised when Sky came along. He never moved along, while 2 of his friends, Richard Keys and Andy Gray, both got the nod, nor that he ever ended up at the BBC. But he was always at the face back at Granada. As well as football, he worked at the 1988 Seoul Olympics. He talks about bowls also being a sport, and wrestling, which for a while was on ITV, especially WCW. Elton also talks about his personal life as well, but the book is very much in your face. It's not one of these where the football side where you talk about all luxuries and glamour. He doesn't. He's very modest, and he also talks about the simplicity about presenting. Humour thrown in. Some of the humour thrown in may not now you get away with on screen or behind the screens. He mentions about his colleague and mentor Doc, but not getting on with everyone at ITV, and as usual, cost cutting coming in. This book is a very, very good read, especially for those like me who remember football in the early 90s, especially highlighting the final season of the Premier League, the final season of the old First Division, won by Leeds United, and when Manchester United lost at Liverpool, then reporting from the front room, and Eric Cantona was there, and his famous quote, "Do you speak French?" He talks about George Best and other good footballing personalities. In recent years, Elton's been more for his after-speech dinners or working for Everton TV. But to people from my generation, my era, he's still seen as a legend, and this book is one of the better ones. He talks to it like he's sat in a pub between you, not one of these "I did this" or in a very boring tone. He's very active also on Twitter still, and still to this day I believe a lot of younger pundits or hosts could learn a lot from him. That's Tom's Football Book Review.